Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. Obviously if you were watching the Cane Creek stream yesterday, I did say why don't we put, well we haven't really done many videos on the Cane Creek, it mostly has been live streams. So I thought why not put a Canadian national train on the Cane Creek, just something different, because it's all Union Pacific on here. So I thought yeah, why not do a Canadian national train, which I don't think you probably ever would see realistically. But I thought why not, and we'll probably call this the Canadian Creek or something. Anyway, let's get this all sorted. Let's get the train on. We're in the GP38. Obviously, this is from the Oakville subdivision route, which is a brilliant freight route. Which has been out a little while now, actually. Let's set that to freight. Handle off. Ditch lights can go to on. And we're just going to enjoy the journey. I've picked the most scenic part of the route going through the canyon. It's beautiful, and you'll see why in a second. I think we are pretty much ready to go. We get the number lights on as well. There we go, look at that. Yeah, it's on a very nice part of the route. This is actually my favourite part of the route. Going through, shall we? Yeah, that's all good, going through the canyon. So at the moment, scenery is, yeah, we're sort of just up here at the moment. Once we get through that tunnel, it's a completely different area. Well, sort of. I'm not actually really going to take any screenshots apart from sort of the thumbnail, as obviously I don't want to confuse people by showing a Canadian national train on the Cane Creek in news videos. But off we go. Lovely. But something did surprise me. In the stream we literally did do of Cane Creek, quite a few people saying they've actually never seen gameplay of this route. Which I was quite surprised to hear. So, yeah, I thought I'd get a video out saying anyone who hasn't seen gameplay of this route can see gameplay of this route. But we have done a few streams on this one. In we go. But then talking about American freight routes, what is everyone's favourite, well actually I'll say North American freight route, so we can include Oakville subdivision. What is everyone's favourite North American freight route in the game? Obviously you've got Oakville subdivision, which this train's from, which seems to be another sort of underlooked route, even though it's a brilliant route. The Sandpatch Grade, Clinchfield Railroad, obviously Cane Creek. I think that's all of the sort of exclusive freight routes. But yeah, what is everyone's favourite one? Lovely, 5.6 miles, we get the speed up a little bit. I've got the bell on as we're in the tunnel. I can't remember what this one's called, it's like Longbeck, no it's not Longbeck Tunnel, what am I on about? Yeah, Bootlegger Tunnel, that's what we're in at the moment. But yeah, the scenery on the other side of this is spectacular. Let's start getting that up. But yeah, it's weird to think this route has been out for almost 2 months. Yeah, almost 2 months this one's been out. I think this one came out on July the 8th. So right back in the sort of height of summer. And obviously now it's, well, almost, I mean, it's only 2 days now, so until September, which is crazy to think. But yeah, it's been out a month or so now. Right, let's bring that down. I don't know if you can hear the cat there in the background. Lovely. Cool. You can see the other side of the tunnel now. So what's this, about 1.5 miles long, this tunnel? Something like that. But yeah, obviously thanks all for coming in. If you are enjoying the video of pretty much so far just going through a tunnel, do leave a like and do subscribe if you do want to see more. Obviously not more tunnel, but more trains. Lovely. Getting there. 25 is sort of the main speed on this route, but I mean on this route you don't really want to be going too fast. You sort of want to take in the scenery. Well, especially down this end of the route. I mean it's yeah, it's a different ball game in terms of scenery. Almost out of the tunnel now. But it's weird driving, driving not a Union Pacific train on here. Even driving a GP38 on here is weird, because obviously on here it is the, I believe, the SD40-2 and the AC4400, obviously in Union Pacific livery. So it's weird driving a GP38 in Canadian National livery. Although Utah is, where's Utah? Utah, I'm thinking that's not up north, is it? Utah, I'm thinking it's in ATS, isn't it? Utah. No, it's one of the sort of mid states, isn't it? Sort of midway down, or sort of more up to the top. But yeah, sort of mid. So I mean, there might be Canadian National trains that maybe run on the main line very infrequently, just along here. But I can't imagine they would come down. I don't know. Has a Canadian National train ever ran down this line before? I'm guessing most likely not. Oh, I think we've just passed the arch actually. I know, soon. Where's the arch? I think it's a bit further along. The arch, where's the arch? Here you've got the Corona arch along here. I don't know if we have gone past it. No, there it is up there. Oh god, we're speeding, let's bring that down. Yes, that is one of the sort of iconic bits on this route, the Corona arch, there it is. And there's the train, the very far from home Canadian National train. I might actually plonk one of these screenshots into a news video, even though it might confuse a few people. Why is that train on that route? And now we're going a bit too slow. See, the brakes on this are very good, especially this variant of it. Come on train, off you go. There's the moon. Obviously, yeah, we are on the next gen version, so you will see, well, much more than what you would on, say, the last gen version in terms of scenery and the vegetation. There's a lot more to see. As on the last gen version, you can't really see. Actually, there's not. I can't really come around here. A bit further around, but you can't really see much of the sort of mini bits of rocks and, you know, the little bushes on the side. It's all fairly, well, not bland. It still looks very beautiful. Obviously, there's not as much as, well, on this version in terms of scenery. But it's brilliant coming along here. It probably is one of the most scenic bits of route in the whole game. I don't know if it does. I mean, it's sort of completely different to the Rüsselsheim Nord in terms of scenery. So the Rüsselsheim Nord is a little German railway going through all the little villages. So this is, you know, going through canyons in the middle of nowhere. So they don't really compare. But yeah, very, very scenic. You really do get that sort of Wild West, you know, vibe to it. In terms, even remember the first time I played this, I couldn't stop thinking of Red Dead Redemption. Oh yes, that's what I'm on about. On the last gen version, you get a lot less of. You see the sort of more little rocks there on the side, and you know the little tiny bits of detail. You get a lot less of that. I'm speeding again. Sorry. Let's bring that down. There you go. We're sort of just making our way all the way down to Potash now. We sort of just followed the canyon all the way around. Which is really nice. Got the road down there. But you can see where we're going. Look at that. Awesome. Canadian National. Even with the... I have gone for the same wagons as well. That's obviously what you will... I think they're the same as the ones you will see just on the route, you know, Union Pacific ones. Obviously not in Canadian National livery though. There the train goes. Let's get back in. So So I think the mileage has actually gone up as we sort of are going round. Obviously, yeah, when we were here it was about 3.7, but as we've sort of had to go round here, it has gone up. And you can see where we've come down from Moab. So we're about halfway. It's about sort of 20 minutes or so from Moab to Potash. And then the rest of the way up to sort of Thompson, that takes about another sort of hour and a half. But this is my favourite part of the route. Cool. That does look good though, doesn't it? Just the sort of colour against that, you know, the morning sun there. Yeah, that really does look good, sort of the red against it. Awesome. Cool, let's get back in. Yeah, very, very nice stretch of track. But the thing is, this line isn't even one of the sort of old lines. This line, I believe, was opened up in the 60s to for the mines down in Potash. So it's not, well, in terms of railroads, it's not an old one. So I was about to say, you know, you could imagine a steam train coming along here, but I doubt steam trains would have actually ever come along here. I think sort of the dieselisation of the US railroads were much before the UK dieselisation, and sort of when steam trains went was much before. I don't know, I don't think you would have seen steam trains on here. I'm sure someone will know. Obviously, I think this route is fairly unrecorded, as it's in the middle of nowhere. So sort of once you get there, you sort of have to stay there. And if it gets about, I think realistically this route gets about 1 or 2 trains a week. So it's not by any means, you know, every day freight trains going above, like a bit like Sandpatch grade. Look at that. Awesome, but yeah, thanks all for coming in. A bit of the Cane Creek. Obviously, you can pick this route up for £25. This actually is the first route developed by Skyhook Games. Although I think Skyhook did actually work on the Class 66 for Great Western Express. So they have sort of been, you know, knocking around with TSW for quite some time. Obviously, this is their first sort of own product. It really, well, hats off to them. And just look at it. Yeah, snaking our way down to Potash now. Going into the yard there. Cool. The thing is, the first glimpse you get of this route, I believe, is in the tutorial, and it spawns you in at Potash, and you just got all the canyons towering above you. It's, yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, look at this. And I specifically chose this time of the morning so we can sort of see the sun against the canyon faces. And obviously at this time in the morning the sun is slightly orange. Awesome. 2.4 miles. Won't take too long from here. Lovely. Yeah, thanks all for coming in. Making our way down. But yeah, we're sort of following the river and the road along now. I mean, the road was actually probably here before the railway, actually. Well, actually, probably were built around the same time. Obviously, 60s. The thing is, when you probably actually drive along this road in real life, it probably actually hasn't changed. Well, even the railway probably actually hasn't changed since it was built. So obviously I doubt this road does get used, even the railway doesn't get used much. So it probably still is sort of the original track and the original tarmac. Yeah, it's probably all just original. I can't imagine they'd really bother replacing any of this. That does look good though. Canadian National, you do a good job on the Cane Creek in TSW, as you've probably never been there in real life. That does look good. Lovely, 2 miles. Snaking around here and then into Potash, which we better check the points as they are wrong at the moment. I think there's another set down here as well, I think. No, I think we're all good. Well, where's it want us to stop? It wants us to stop here. Okay. 1.9. Yeah, is this anyone's first time seeing this route? Or from seeing this video you're now going to go and get the route? I mean, look at this. And there's Potash, there's the mine there. You can see the sort of little tower there, the little sort of mine control centre. And yeah, if you are looking to do a full line run on this, it's 36 miles I believe. And it takes about 2 hours. Yeah, I think there's a couple of services which do go from the whole way. And it's about 2 hours from one end to the other. Very scenic though. Or there is the slightly shorter services. These are about 1 hour and 40 minutes, which go from Moab up to Brendel. Well, no, that's about 1 hour and a half actually. So slightly shorter. Look at that. A very dramatic landscape. It reminds me of Wales, but obviously without all the green, because it's all sort of dead, I guess. Well, it sort of is, isn't it? It's just all dead. There's no trees or any, well, there's not really any vegetation on it. It's just too hot to grow. It does literally look like Mars around here. Going out to 10 soon. That'll be as we come into Potash. Let's see where we're going. There's the mine. That's where, well, this is pretty much what this whole line is about. Because without the mines, this line wouldn't be here. Has anyone actually been around this area in real life? I mean, I suppose if you did come around this area, it would either be for travelling or because you work for the mines. Has anyone been here before in real life? Maybe even since the route's released, you've come through here. Lovely. 400 yards until the 10, which will be as we sort of come in, well, come across the points. Lovely. Getting there. There's the 10 mile an hour limit there. You can see why it is 10 miles an hour quite clearly. Let's get that down. I do like the Canadian National GP38 though. It's nice. Very good braking as well. So I don't know if it's a sort of a more modern. I don't know if they've upgraded it or revamped it. It does. It is nice. Whoa, hello. Bit of a jolt there. Across we go. Get the speed back up in a second. I think we've got 30 on the back. I think it was 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, probably about. Well, how much is it? Oh, 20. Okay. Close enough. Awesome. So yeah, much more detail on the next gen version, or the little scratches and bits of wear and tear. You won't see this on the last gen one. Where's the horn? The horn's here. So it's quite sort of far back actually, isn't it, from the front? Oh, hello, don't want to come to a stop yet. Train. Lovely. Get up a tad. There you go. 800 yards to the destination. Potash long siding. So we are stopping, I think, underneath. Yeah, just before the loaders. So just before that, over there. I've got the battery to load, better watch out for that. Little control tower or something over there. Cool. Slowly but steadily getting there. Yeah, leaving sort of the main canyon area behind. Awesome. $400 yards. But yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed the video. So if you have, do leave a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you do want to see more. Also, we do plenty, well, TSWs every single day. So if you do want to see more, do subscribe. There's the blind as well. And also, yeah, if you are trying to find the wipers in here, it's here. So yeah, some of these American locomotives, they're sort of in odd places, the wipers. But in this one, it's just there. Obviously, the back one's is there as well. Or you can even do it manually, I think. Yeah, do it manually. What was it? Was it like that? Or... no, it was like that, wasn't it? And I think we're stopping on the crossing now. GR 420B. And see the crossing going as well. Look at the detail though, I mean, it looks really good. Don't block the crossing. There we go. Did we do it? We did it. There we go. 24 minutes, not too bad. But that is going to be everyone for today's Train Sim World 2 video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. That was the Canadian National takeover over the Cane Creek, the Canadian Creek. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Obviously, you will find a link in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store. Obviously, do be sure to check out our ATS 64 merch. It's looking very good. But yeah, thanks for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.